Yo, what's up? Welcome to a Friday after work stream, y'all. How's it going? How you guys feeling? This game is really loud in my ears. Hold on. This shit is so loud in my ears. Let me turn that down a little bit on my side. How's it going, y'all? How you feeling? Oh, it's because I have like the game volume all the way up on my side. There we go. That's better. That's better. Chat, how you guys doing? How you guys feeling? Hope you guys are doing well. Average John, how's it going? So is Risk of Rain 2. I have checked out Risk of Rain 2. I played it a lot of years ago. I want to say in like 2019? 2020? I tried out Risk of Rain 2, and at the time I didn't get it, but I feel like if I played it now, it hit different. Apollo 7018, thank you so much for the sub. Yeah, King Boo to you in chat says we vibing. We're vibing. Scuba Steven says it's train time. Big Bad Beluga's excited for Monster Train. Big Bad Beluga says I've got stream up and the Mariners game up. Let's go baseball. Hell yeah, good luck to the Mariners. I'm always gonna support the Mariners as a former Seattleite. Average John says thanks for giving Team Purple / Mike the much needed justice they deserve. You know, I've not looked at the comments for that one, and I don't want to. When Greg mobilizes an army, it scares me. I don't like it. All right, as you can see, it's my first time booting up Monster Train. Let me know how the volume is. Let me know how the levels are, chat, as we hop into this. I'm excited. This might be one of those games that's also not a great streaming game, so we'll see how it is. I also had the plan of hopping over to Hades 2 during the stream, maybe for the second half of the stream, second part of it. I also kind of wanted to check out Pokemon ZA, but I at least wanted to lead off with Monster Train because I'm really excited to see what this is about. I played a demo of it during GDC, you know, but apparently this is one that has made waves. I like this art style. I might turn this a little bit down. Just a tad bit. This game seems like it's real loud. Music went way hard. Howard Johnson, since Risk of Rain 2 is multiplayer, it's a great roguelike if you want to vibe with your friends and just talk. Yeah, that's the vibe I get from it. You know, Risk of Rain 2 seems like one that you boot up with friends, like, and just go for a run and have a fun time. This, however, gives me Slay the Spire vibes, and I never got super into Slay the Spire. Healers blessed by a minion bolster their allies, attack in large bursts to achieve victory. But it's like Slay the Spire. It feels like a, what do they call it? Tower defense. Each round begins with deployment phase. You draw champion and any unit card with a blue banner on it. After you end this turn, enemies will invade. Okay. You can play each unit card once per battle. Once per battle for units. Should I play it higher? Like, do I want to play my units lower? C Matt Bola, thank you so much for the sub. I should stream more because y'all be subbing, and I feel like I should be honoring that. I know my subs have gone way down in the last month and a half because I've not been streaming. But thank you so much for those who are still out here supporting. I really appreciate it. Just to put you there for fun. Grub Killer 221, thank you so much for the sub. Do we got a hype train going? Is that starting the hype train? Where's the hype train at? Are hype trains still on Twitch? Have I been gone that long? Each floor of the train has limited capacity. The amount of space a unit will take up is indicated by the number of pips on its card. Okay. Move up one level every turn if you reach the top. Okay, so I probably should have spread this out more. Oh, here we go. We're gonna get the chance. Yeah, we're gonna defend that bottom area and apply some valor to this guy. Yeah, it's like tower defense, but also kind of like an auto battler. Music goes hard. Move to the front of the floor. Oh, okay. Let me not waste these then. Let's advance you. Ah, shit. So I gotta defend. I'm not defending that top part, right? Fuck. Okay, we're learning. We're learning. Combat will continue in this room until you or he is defeated. Okay. I wish I had more units. You can advance the bad guys too. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Did not mean to do that, but we're good. We're good. We're good. Ooh. There we go. Deal damage to enemy units equal to the whatever that is of the front friendly unit. I'm surprised they don't pop up with what the keyword means. Here we go. Shift. Take 30 damage can be equipped on enemy units. Attack damage. Thank you. Equal to the attack damage up front. Okay. I kind of like that as a thing. Take 30 damage. But that equipment seems nice also. Yeah, we're gonna do that shift one. That seems nice. I can already see where this has the claws that'll like get into you, you know what I mean? The claws, the hooks. I can already see where this gets its hooks in you is what I'm trying to say. I can kind of like read the future as far as like, okay, I want to balance getting money, but I also want to make it so that whenever enemy units are moving, they're taking damage, and then also I want to make sure that my shit is also on the up and up. Like really, this so far is feeling like how much damage can I put into can I like apply to enemy units because they have so much health. I want more units. Yeah, Casey says, didn't enjoy Monster Train myself, but I understand why it's so popular. I'd just rather play Slay the Spire, I guess. I want to get into Slay the Spire, and I don't know if I should just wait for Slay the Spire 2 or just start playing Slay the Spire 1. Which is kind of why I'm playing Monster Train 2, because Monster Train 2 came out this year, so it feels a bit more relevant for me covering games. But I feel you, because I'm kind of like, man, should I just be playing Slay the Spire? But this game seems uniquely really excellent from what I've read online. Wrathman, thank you so much for the sub. Of course, Wrathman subbed with Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, that means you have Twitch Prime for free. And if you're not giving that out every month, you're just wasting money because it's free. So make sure you're doing that. Okay, how much money do I got? I got 100 coins. We're gonna spread the love here a little bit. Casey, thank you so much for the sub. And that started the hype train. There you go. Appreciate you. Let's see here. All right, we're going. Slow-moving soldiers blessed of entropy will deal heavy damage if they reach the front. Okay. Knight of Entropy. I kind of like having the strong guy higher. That way it's not taking as much damage. And it can kind of be that final soldier. So I'm going to keep doing that. But also I do want... Yeah, we're going to put you... Yeah. Oh, there's no... There we go. Yeah, that feels right. Okay. Yeah. The preview number shows the amount of damage each unit will take during the next combat phase. A red X means it'll be defeated. I like that. We're going to put that on that last unit there, so hopefully every time it moves, I get some damage done. And then... we're going to deal damage to this guy early. And then fuck it, what if we did this? These cards can be installed into a floor in the train. Their gameplay effect persists until the end of battle. Only one room effect can be installed. Okay. So it's like, where do I think most people will die? Which I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna put it here. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. We're gonna put you here. and then you pray that they die on this floor. Oh, they got a speed button. That's nice. Okay. So why did that go? Was that like, is it because it's the final round that they go until they die? I think they explained it earlier, but I've already forgotten. Oh, or it's because the enemy this is. This is the relentless enemy. Shadow Tricks and Scuba say yes. So is the relentless enemy always in the last wave? Oh, I should have. I need to like kill this lady, right? Because she's healing me. I need to start focusing in on her. There we go. Boss is always relentless. Okay, cool. We're learning. Ooh. Ooh, that's not good. Oh no, did I lose? Is that a loss? Oh, it can kill. Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. Creed says, just started playing Ghost of Tsushima Legends. There was no shot you would have gotten the rest of KF raid ready, bless. Dude, I was obsessed with Ghost of Tsushima Legends. I was thinking back to it. You know, back to like my review of Ghost of Yotei and how I gave it an 8 and sounded like I hated it, even though I really enjoyed it. But like, I feel like my feelings on it so echo my feelings of Ghost of Tsushima. And it's funny because Ghost of Tsushima, I hailed, right? Like, I'm like, yo, I talk up Ghost of Tsushima so much. And it was very high on my Game of the Year list that year. And I think what I'm realizing is that really the piece of the puzzle there was Ghost of Tsushima Legends coming out a few months after. And that being the thing to really cement my experience of Tsushima. And so now that I'm playing, now that I've played Ghost of Yotei and it doesn't have Legends until next year, you know, I finished Ghost of Yotei and I was like, yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was great. But it's not like, you know, it's not the fucking, it's not making, I don't know. Like, it's not that end all be all experience for me because it's back to like what it felt like when I first played Ghost of Tsushima, where I was like, yeah, this is a great video game, you know? Like, I know some people are gonna absolutely adore it for what it is. A lot of people might be like, oh yeah, it's cool. Like, I'm in the, oh yeah, this is great camp. You know, had a great time with it, enjoyed my time with it. You know, I would play it again, but it wasn't like, it didn't knock me out kind of thing. And so, yeah, it's so funny when I think back to Ghost of Tsushima Legends and how much I fucking loved and adored that mode, where I'm like, it's funny because I think the same thing is probably gonna happen with Ghost of Yotei. When Yotei Legends drops, even though I'm kind of scared because it's dropping a lot further down, you know, like Ghost of Tsushima Legends was such a quick turnaround. Yotei Legends feels like it's a bit further out, so I hope that doesn't kill my momentum with it. That said, like, I think that's gonna do a lot for my like Yotei love. Like, that's gonna be the thing where I start to become a Yotei sicko, and people are like, "Oh shit, he actually loves this shit," you know. Let's see here. Casey says, love the Arc Raider stream. Hell yeah. Yeah, I wish I was on the Kind of Funny streams more often. I enjoyed the Arc Raider stream as well. Yeah, Casey says that 8 is great. I don't understand why people hate on an 8. Dude, I rated, I gave, Keeper today on Gamescast, I gave that an 8.5, and I said I fucking adore it. You know what I mean? Like, I think people need to understand that Like it's, I don't know. Maybe it's the way I review. I think I separate the, like, my personal feelings, I guess, like my personal attachment and my personal, I don't know, connection to a game separate from like my critical review of it. Like there's a bit of a factor in there, right? Like the more a game speaks to me, I guess on an emotional level or just on like a personal or spiritual level, I don't know. Like, yeah, like that is a factor in my review, but all in all, like I can't look at a game that I'm like, I can't look at a game where I'm like, this isn't as good as an Elden Ring or a Last of Us or a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, or like games that I consider to be masterpieces. I can't look at a game that's not that and go, oh yeah, but it's a 10 because, I don't know, because it's a PlayStation first party game and it's polished and it doesn't have as many flaws or whatever. I'm like, for me, there's so much that goes into it, like on the critical level, but also separate from that, there's a, for the Keeper as an example, that's a game where I can clearly see the flaws of Keeper. I think it's like a flawed piece of art, but I also love it because how much of a piece of art it is. And like, that's an 8.5 game. That's like an 8 out of 10 game that I fucking love. And you're going to hear it from me probably in the coming weeks of like more games. I'm reviewing a million games at once. There's at least one game that's coming up, chat, that like I'm probably going to rate a 7. That I'm going to be like, guys, it's a fucking fantastic 7. What is a game? Yeah, Slyfire says, what is a game that is a 10 for you, Bless? I mean, the games that I mentioned, right? I think Elden Ring's a 10. I think Last of Us, I mean, I feel like I've given 10s in the last couple years, you know what I mean? Mario Odyssey's a 10 for me if I'm trying to think of random ones. God of War Ragnarok is a 10. I forget what I gave. Astrobot is a 10. I recently gave Astrobot a 10. I gave it a 9.5 at first, and then post all these updates. I'm like, this game's a 10. What else is a 10? I mean, I still need to beat Hades 2, but I'm 50 hours into Hades 2, and I'll tell you right now, this game's a 10. Yeah, you guys aren't going to guess the game, by the way. I know y'all are trying to guess the game that I'm talking about, but you're not going to guess it. I'm excited for Dispatch, though. Baldur's Gate 3. I've not played enough Baldur's Gate 3. I think that from what I played of Baldur's Gate 3, though, that game's a masterpiece. Have I been hearing noise about Hades 2? The only thing I've heard is that people don't like the ending. But we'll see. Maybe when I get to the ending, I'll be like, ah, man, this is so bad that it's not a 10, but the experience I'm having with Hades 2 right now, if I put the controller right now, it's one of the best games I've ever played. Legitimately. If I put the controller down right now, it's one of the best games I've ever played. We'll see if the ending ruins that for me. Pieces. I think that's more the opinion of folks who've been in early access the entire time. Yeah, if you've been waiting for the ending for a year, then I totally understand. If the ending's not a banger, you might be upset. Yeah, Casey says people are still conditioned to big gaming website ratings. But that's also the thing, though, is like, I don't know, dog. I don't know. I think I'm tired of scores. I think that's my thing, is I'm like, if y'all, like, why are we giving scores if the scores make people angry? If the scores make people angry and the scores, like, if people only want one thing out of the scores. If I can't rate anything under a 9, then what are we doing here, dog? What are we doing here? Bless, how do you feel about Roger winning Fantasy Critic? Is he winning Fantasy Critic? What happened? Also, let's keep going. Steve Cleave. What is Pyrogel? +1 incoming damage per stack. Ah. So that probably adds up if I get a lot of those. Wait, per stack. +1 incoming damage per stack. So what, is that every time somebody attacks you, you get +1, and the more Pyrogel you have, that's the stack? Burn dot stack, it sounds like. Burn dot that. I don't know what you're saying, Creed. Burn dot that stacks sounds like. I don't know what that means. Oh, there's a right click on the shit. Damage over time. Oh, burn damage over time. Thank you. Burn damage over time. I'm gonna stick with Fireball. Omega Buster, how's it going? Yeah, 6 out of 10. I love that your name is 6 out of 10, by the way. It says if you never read comments, you can give everything whatever score you want. I know. It's the sucky thing where I don't even read the comments. It's the chat. The chat is on a big TV in front of us, which I could just be like, hey guys, can we turn off the TV so I don't have to read chat during reviews? But I also just don't want to be that guy. Which is probably a toxic thing on my part. I should probably just be like, hey, can I not read the chat? Because it's harder to review games when the chat's right there debating me in real time and getting mad at my shit in real time. We're gonna forge new units. Imagine if y'all had Reddit on the TV. Honestly, Reddit's not been that bad. I've been on Reddit a lot lately. Maybe I've just missed the bad ones. Like there've been a couple of bad threads. But I'm like, for the most part, I've ever since I started reading Reddit again, I'm like, oh, y'all aren't as bad as I thought y'all were. It's upgrade. What is dualism? Doubles the stacks of armor and buff and deep. That sounds good. I don't know what that is, but that sounds good. Oh, I can give a unit endless? Let's start with this. So far, this is a fun game. I'm not really a big tower defense person, but I can see, I think this game has done a great job of, from the get-go, being really easy to understand, and then also I can kind of see the future. I can see where this is going. Oh shit, okay. The penitents sued, an elegant name for a torture device the winged inflicted on their own. Thanks to the banished, they've been reclaimed. And now, instead of punishment, the suits have been reforged to empower those who can endure their trials. When penance is paid, the absolution waits. Which form of penance will you impose on your units? Excuse me. Trick has been played. You lose one. What the fuck? What are these words? I'm just gonna choose that one because I think I kind of get what that means. Oh, and I apply it to a unit? Yeah, let's do that. Dualism helps if your unit gives buffs. Oh, okay. 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 I'm learning. Sherbert Sunday says, "Would that be a thing? You could short time fix by swapping seats before going the whole no chat." Oh, I see. If you don't want to ask. Yeah, it's tough because I think you're always going to see it. There's always like the thing of people talk to the chat. Like, we're kind of encouraged to talk to the chat because it's a live show, so you want to have there be some kind of conversation between like you and the live viewers a little bit. It's a weird thing, you know? Like, if I really do want to do my job well, I feel like as a host, I kind of have to interact with chat. And it also, I think, for as much of a detriment that can be as far as like chat chirping or like, you know, being mean or argumentative or whatever. Chat is also very helpful for catching me or catching us. Like if I am blanking on a thing or if I get something wrong or whatever, like chat is usually there as the quick Google search to be able to correct things, which is actually really nice. So it's like, I don't know, it's a weird thing. Let's see. What I will say, this chat's great. My personal chat's fantastic. I like hang out with y'all. Okay, let's do it. Gains rage 2. Rage is +2 attack per stack. Decreases every turn. Siphon triggers when an enemy unit dies on this floor. When they say enemy unit, are they saying like my enemy units or their enemy units being me? Triggers when an enemy unit. Okay. When will you throw your life away, aka Darkest Dungeon? It would have to be during a break. There would have to be no games coming out if I'm gonna try out Darkest Dungeon. Okay, I like my big guy being in that final spot. Let's make boom. I like this. He moves between floors freely, but can be attacked if you clear out. Okay. Oh, it hasn't activated. Okay. Oh, he's already on this fucking floor. Guys, I'm scared. Triggers after combat. +4 and takes 20 damage. Shit, this is intense. This is really intense. That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna need... Oh, I need that activated ability. Oh, it's in cooldown. Casey, we actually did try Absolum. There's a stream from last week of me and Andy playing Absolum. Okay, hopefully that's something. Ooh, that's not good. I thought that might save this guy. I don't think it will. I really like the music in this game. Oh, I'm so fucked. Chat, I'm so cooked here. I don't even have Ember. How do I gain Ember? Is it all you're always gaining 3? Okay. Well, he's gonna die. I don't even have enough Ember to do shit. Oh man, this is tough. Ugh. Oh, we're good. Oh, we made it. This game stresses me out. Okay. Let's see. Casey says these visuals do nothing for me. The music is awesome though. Yeah, I think this is a technically really good looking game. I can see all the work that goes into the art, and like I think it looks good, but I'm with you as far as it's not for me. You know, I don't prefer the art style. But I think I'm like they did something here. Like the models look great. But it's not to my taste. If that makes sense, y'all. Let's see. Yeah, it's technically great. Like, I think, actually, oh, I was gonna say this cat looks incredible. This cat does look incredible. And actually, I kind of fuck with this cat. But it's when you're in the battle, the character models and stuff aren't. It's not an art style that I would flock to. I fuck with this cat, though. Cameron Ken, how's it going? It's like, for me, it's what I think Andy's talked about this in regards to, I think, Nine Souls or certain 2D art styles that look like they're like rigged on like a puppet. Like they move like they're almost like puppets kind of thing. And it's not, I don't find it appealing. Yeah, like Flash style almost. At this point, I'm just like accepting any sort of Salt and Sanctuary. Thank you. I'm just accepting any sort of cards or upgrades because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not at the stage of this game yet where I can determine a strategy this early on in the game. Activating the trial will make this battle more difficult. No, I'm not making the battle more difficult. Who do you think I am? Absolutely not. I'm not making this battle more difficult. Can I drive stick? No, I cannot. Hothead kind of didn't really do the job last time. Let's put you in there. What is this? Purge. Reserve. Your pyre takes 3 damage. Triggers if this card remains in hand. Oh. Like, why does this guy have so much health? Is one of them producing the discordant purge thing? It's one of them, isn't it? Ah, I see. Damn. That's a cool mechanic. That's a pretty good mechanic. And now they have 2 of these bell guys. This was a cool game. Now, how do I make a Game Showdown version of it? How do I turn Game Showdown into a tower defense game? I'm not gonna do that, y'all. That would be too much work. Okay. It was awesome this week. Hell yeah. I was worried about how it was gonna, like, how people were gonna receive it, mainly because Tim was so dominant on it. And usually when I feel like it's not as fun when somebody's that, like, you know, when somebody's able to take a game like that and just fucking do so good. But when I did the playtest of the Game Showdown game this week, Chip Damage, the playtests were fun. I think there's like a few tweaks I'm gonna make when we do it next time. I don't think I'm gonna let people go above 100 for points. That way people attack each other more. That was the one thing, is I wish people would attack each other more. But we'll get there. All right, final one. He has so much health. It's so much health. Oh no, that's game. That's game, unfortunately. Hold on, I just saw a chat earlier. Casey says, if you have a drop left from Phoenix Critic, I think Recreation might be good. Burnout, Cross-Track Mania. First of all, I keep forgetting is that really this year? Recreation? Because I definitely want to play it. Secondly, I played their last game, Dangerous Driving 2, I think. And yeah, I will not be picking up any of their games in Fantasy Critic. I like what they go for. I like the energy. Man, Dangerous Driving was not great. Man, and I say this as somebody who's a big Burnout fan. I'm a big Burnout fan, and like these games are being made by former Burnout devs, so they do have like a charm to them, and like I appreciate that they make them, and I really like that developer. But they be bare bones, dude. You know, you can tell that it's like this is indie. You know, like the trailers will look good, but then you play it and it's like, ooh. I hope this one comes out and is fantastic, though. I hope this one proves me wrong, because I would really love a game to truly live up to being Burnout. And I think they have some really good ideas with Recreation. So I think it's going to be fun, but I don't know if it's going to... I don't think it's going to review that well. It comes out the same day as Outer Worlds 2? Wow. That's soon, right? When does Outer Worlds 2 come out? Because if that's the case, Recreation, I might be able to reach out for codes. Also, I'm just skipping through the story stuff. I don't really care about the story of Monster Train. Unless it's tight. Unless y'all will tell me that the story is great. I don't know if I'm gonna... The 21st? No way. Outer Worlds 2 is not that soon, is it? I was gonna say, if it's out that soon, I got some reviewing to do. I gotta turn this off, and I gotta boot up a game for review, guys. Okay, wow. I love the art of this area, though. This is really cool. This screen is fucking cool. Did I like Keanu's Constantine? I don't know what that means. Okay. Chat. Oh, Apollo says, what's a good intro deck builder game? This is gonna sound nuts. Inscription. I think Inscription is actually a really great one. It's approachable. It's weird and has other stuff going on in it that'll like pull you in. I genuinely think it's great. That said, the other people in chat are saying Balacho, which I think is also a great one, and then Slay the Spire, which I assume is great. But yeah, Inscription is genuinely my answer. Is it a good Steam Deck game? Yes. It's like one of the few Steam Deck games that uses the trackpad as the control and weirdly works really well with it. It sold me on the trackpad real heavy. Now, chat, I have options here. Do I do a run of Hades 2 or do I switch over to Pokemon Z to A? I'm not started Pokemon Z to A. And that might take a little bit of setup from me. Let me see if it's downloaded. Yeah, I'm not turned on my Switch in a while. I turned this thing on. It was like you have 3 games that have downloaded in the last few weeks, and also you need to do a system update, which it does quickly. I like that the Switch 2 system update is really fast. Did Blessing try the new Digimon demo? I played I played like a press demo at PAX. Trust me, I don't need to play any more Digimon to know how I feel about it. I think the game is cool. I think that game is cool. I'm not going to play more of it, though. I just don't have the time. Or the investment. I like that game. It's not like one where I'm like, ooh, I got to play this when it comes out. It's more so like, damn, all right, this game's doing pretty cool stuff. I really hope the fans are happy with it. Let's see. Okay, Casey said Hades. Lemon Bendy says Pokemon. SJ Piccolo says Pokemon. Ford Machine says Hades. Varum Dex says Pokemon. Casey says there's a million Pokemon streams. Paulo says Pokemon. It seems like people are leaning Pokemon. Krabby Patty says 2XKO. I forgot about 2XKO. I keep forgetting that's a video game that exists. Shadow Trickster says Arc Raiders. I don't know if I'm feeling Arc Raiders. I played a lot of that game earlier. 2XKO is not a bad one to throw out there. I just don't know if I have the fighting. I'm not able to put myself in that fighting game mindset fully right now. I'm just too distracted. If I'm gonna play 2XKO, I gotta like play just that. We need the blessing in Max Dude crossover. Max Dude's too famous and respectable. I would get nervous hanging out with Max Million Dude. I've hung out with him for like a second at a game preview events before, but like, you know, I see him and I'm like, damn, that's Max Million Dude, you know? There's a Scott Pilgrim scene. What's the Scott Pilgrim scene where like Scott Pilgrim looks at the guy and he's like, whoa, or no, it's something incelly. I forget what it was. He was like, oh, a boob or something like that. I forget what the quote was from Scott Pilgrim, but that was me with Maximilian Dude. I was like, whoa, Maximilian Dude. The Skater Bro, maybe it was when he saw Chris Evans Dude. Oh hell yeah, let's go Mariners. But it was, I'm pretty sure it was Scott Pilgrim himself that said it. Can you do the grindy? Can you do a grindy thingy? I could also call it and then play this review game chat. Is Mike streaming yet? Is he on yet? What's the mic check? Oh, Mike's not on. That's weird. Okay, maybe I'll hang out a little bit more, because I'm sure he'll be on at some point. Mike ran to TwitchCon. Let's do the beginning of Pokemon Za. If I can get it to work, that's the one thing. Is when I'm playing Monster Train 2 on PC, and so for me to switch to my Switch 2 is gonna take some adjustments. And so give me a second, let me figure this out. Chat, I broke it. Oh no, chat. It's all gone to shit. Hold on. Chat, if it seems like my camera's frozen, it's because it is. I knew this was gonna happen. So I'll switch into my Switch 2. Let me try a thing, though. Let me try a thing real quick. Bear with me here, chat. Come on. Maybe Greg was right about PC. What it is my Elgato. I have a really old Elgato. And so it's just not, it doesn't play well with everything that I got going on. It's my Elgato and Cam Link just don't play well together. And now OBS is gonna crash. It's gonna be a whole thing, chat. Bear with me, bear with me. Because if I do this... Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's not it. First of all, how sound come... Did y'all hear the sound that came through? I don't even think I have that sound mapped. I don't think you guys... Did you guys hear it? The echo? Oh my god. What the fuck would that come from? Oh, everything's fucked. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. This might be the stream, y'all. This might be the end of the stream. Because I think in order to actually fix this, I'm gonna have to, like, close OBS and restart the stream. And I don't feel like doing all that. I feel like we did our best here, guys. We did our best. Hold on, actually, let me do this. If I deactivate Elgato. If I deactivate that there, and then go to the cam link, can I open up, can I reactivate the cam link to get it to the right thing? This is going to turn into a troubleshooting stream just for me alone. So if I deactivate cam link 4K and I activate it, am I back? No, I'm not. I am back. Okay. We fixed one part of it. Now, the smart thing to do, if I wanted to keep streaming, would be to just stream a PC game. But if I wanted to try it again, to try and play Pokemon Za, let me see something real quick. Oh, once I press this button, my camera's for sure gonna freeze. I'm gonna press a button that's definitely gonna... It's either gonna fix everything, or my camera's gonna fucking freeze. Once I press this activate button. Alright, I'm gonna press it. 3, 2. Nothing's happening. Okay, what if I show it? Nothing's happening. Hello, hello. Okay, that's honestly, chat, I'm not gonna lie. That's the weirder outcome. For nothing to happen when I press that button. Oh, wait. Wait. Wait a second. No signal. No signal. Why would it not have signal? Because it's off. That's why. Hold on. Because it turned off. Let's fucking go. Oh, we fucking did it. We're so fucking up right now. Okay. Boom. Oh, shit. We fucking did it. I can't believe that worked. Okay, now, there's one more thing I have to do. I have to delay my video and audio sync to match up with my... Because that's how old my Elgato shit is. I gotta do weird shit. So 6 milliseconds each. 600 milliseconds? I don't know. Elgato. Mic. All right, let's do this shit. Chat, I can't believe we're so up like this. We're up right now. Ugh. Sometimes I wonder if certain developers have ever seen a black person in their life. thank God. Okay. Wait. No. There's no hair options? I mean, in Japan, they literally might not have. They have the internet, chat. People in Japan have seen pictures of black people at least, chat. That's funny. I'm not even blessed. They've only heard legends of black people. Yeah, people are right. This is weird without voice acting. Like, why wouldn't this cutscene have VA? It's like they go out of their way to not to have voice acting. That's an odd. It has an odd energy. Does Bless know any voice impressions? No, only Michael Cera. Wait, am I frozen? Scuba Stevenson says he's frozen. I shouldn't be. Scuba Steven was paused. Okay. Had me worried for a second. I was like, oh my God, if I'm frozen, then there's a bigger problem here because my OBS is still going. So that was the brightest screen I've ever seen in my life. Oh, let me change the game and shit. I like the music here. I don't even think about who I'm gonna choose. I might have to be Totodile. Thicarita is crazy. It's such a strange it's such a strange group of Pokemon for starters, because like you picked 2 from Johto, and then I don't even know what the pig is from. I hate how my character looks. I hope the first thing they let me do is get a haircut, because this is ridiculous. Black and white. What's the name of the pig? Tepig, okay. Yeah, it's weirdly silent. Like, at least give me the Animal Crossing sound effects. Like, if y'all really don't want to pay VO, at least give me, like, something. Like, at least give me the Banjo-Kazooie, like... the little sim language, yeah. Music goes hard, though. Man, what's the point of living in the future if this is what Pokemon is? Like, when I look at Horizon Zero Dawn and fucking, like, the Death Stranding and, like, how modern games look like, even when I look at Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Pokemon still feels like it's from 2 decades ago, what's the point of living in the future, chat? I live in the fucking future. Why is Pokemon like this? Like, the greatest prank, if they ever made time machines, the greatest prank I could pull on my childhood self would be to, like, go back in time, show myself one cutscene from God of War Ragnarok, show myself the cutscene from the Kratos Thor fight from near the beginning, and be like, yo, this is what video games look like. And my little kid brain would be like, what the fuck? It probably wouldn't say that because it was still going to church. It'd be like, whoa. It'd be like, oh my goodness, wow, I can't believe in 20 years video games are gonna look like this. And be like, yeah, look how crisp this looks, look how good the characters look, and look at their superpowers and how big everything, like, you know, look at the scope, wow, this is crazy, right? Little Blessing from 2005, and he'll be like, yo, yeah, that's crazy, wow. And then show myself Pokemon. And I'll show myself 2025 Pokemon and be like, what happened? What happened to this? Why doesn't this look like that? What's going on here? And I'm not even saying that to say that, like, you know, Pokemon should look like Ragnarok, because I understand why that isn't the case. I'm not crazy. But this, what are we doing? They couldn't put voices in it by now? But then my little self be like, hold on, turn up the soundtrack, because that goes kind of hard. I can't tell if this has less sound effects than the last game. This sounds like a track that would be in a modern Diddy Kong Racing. Like either the track select screen or like the hub area in like the little adventure mode when you go and like you're choosing which track you want to race. Or, hear me out, start screen from a new Rocket Robot on Wheels. Hold on, music. The music goes fucking hard. I mean, shout out Sucker Punch, dude. I fucking love Rocket Robot on Wheels. All right, let's go with. We gotta go Totodile. Homie. Did Toby Fox work on this one too? What was Lil Bless's favorite game? Jet Force Gemini. I mean, there's a lot. I don't know if I had a favorite one, but like DK64 was a big one. DK64, Mario 64, Jet Force Gemini, Diddy Kong Racing. If we're talking about like this is me when I was 7, 8 years old. Oh my god. Neens _ thank you so much for the sub. Neens, it was really nice to see you this last weekend at the wedding. Thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. He says, I'm the same age as you, Bless, but I feel the total opposite. Sony versus Nintendo, Minnesota versus Illinois. I mean, so for me, right, my first console was the N64, which is why those games were my favorite games as a kid. But then my second console was a PS2. And so that kind of transitioned me into being more PlayStation-y. And then from there, it was just like a balance between PlayStation and Nintendo. And then finally, once I didn't get into Xbox until I was an adult. By the time I got an Xbox, it was too late. I got an Xbox One, and I was like, finally, I get to experience the magic of Xbox. I looked around, and I was like, damn, this is rough. Y'all got a Recore over here. Y'all got Recore and Connect. At this point, I'm just gonna skip through the dial. I don't care. I just want to battle shit and listen to the beautiful music that y'all cooked up for me. Cause damn. You know, I made fun of Mike for saying there's so much reading in Pokemon, because I was like, how much reading could there be in the kids game? Man. You know, like, man. Like, why are we front loading this with so much exposition? At least they're giving me tunes. That piano? I love music, dog. I don't know who they have in that soundtrack room. I would like to believe it's called the soundtrack room, though, because of course they had a section off a whole area for it. Man, whoever they got in there, oh, cooking. Hold on, can I turn up the volume? Because y'all ain't hearing this. Y'all ain't hearing it. How do I turn this up? The soundtrack kitchen, because they are cooking, yeah. Like, chat, am I crazy? I know I'm glazing the soundtrack, but am I not? Have y'all even hearing what I'm hearing? Like, watch out, Expedition 33, guys. Like, damn. Not really, but like, man, this is. I would throw this soundtrack on just in the background, just for like if I'm prepping KFGD or something. Yeah, Nintendo loves jazz. Nintendo loves jazz. I don't even know what started it. Like, was it Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Or Mario Kart 8, I guess? Wait, did she just say square up? This has to be Toby Fox influenced. This has got to be Toby Fox. The fact that the game's has not let me go free yet, and I already have a level 7 Totodile. I know this isn't a mainline Pokemon game, but like, let me go. Okay. On menu. Oh, they got a. They had the balls to have a photo mode in the Pokemon game. Good for y'all. Hold on, let me save. They got a gang in the alley just waiting for us. It's so odd. Yeah, it's crazy how noticeable the voice acting stuff is this time. This is the most noticeable it's ever been. Dude, the next gen needs it. The next mainline Pokemon game needs it. At least for cutscenes like this. It doesn't have to be the entire game, but if you're gonna do cutscenes like this, like, Pokemon has an anime. It's not like voices haven't been heard in this world before. The Pokemon anime is one of the most popular things ever. Why, yeah, why? I wonder, I mean, it must be because of process, right? It must be to save time and money. But it's crazy how noticeable it is. Let me tell you though, that music. Dude, I need this soundtrack on a vinyl. I need this soundtrack ASAP. Like, the music is so good that I feel like I'm playing an opera. Like, does that make sense? Maybe that doesn't make sense. I don't know what I'm saying. Like, you know how, like, our cartoons back in the day that obviously didn't, like, have voice acting and, like, the music would tell the story, essentially? Like Bugs Bunny and Tom and Jerry and shit, where like every action would get kind of like its own kind of like, you know, orchestration that's leading it. Like every 5 seconds I enter a new season that has a new track and the track is a banger and I'm like, damn. Big Beluga. That guy is a Pokemon. He looks like a Pokemon. He has a literal tail. Yes, this man is a Pokemon. Oh, is it his hair? I've always seen it as a tail. Oh, it is his hair. I still think he's a Pokemon. There we go. Dude, what time is it? Because if this is like at 2 a.m. or some shit, I'll be pissed off right now. I've never been to Paris. I've always wanted to go to Paris. Chat, I think that's where I'm going to call it on this one. I know that was only 30 minutes Pokemon, but I feel like I'm not really getting much out of this on the streaming side as far as like how boring this first hour is. And also I've been going for a while. I think Monster Train really did a, Monster Train took a chunk out of the time I was streaming. So it's been over an hour and a half of me going, which I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for. Don't click off yet though. I'm going to see who's live right now. We're going to raid somebody. Let's see here. Who's live? Dan Reichert's live. And he's playing Ball Pit. Chat. Thank you guys so much again for hanging out. Yeah, Shadow Tricks says you still have 3 more hours of Tut. Yeah, it's like I could keep doing the Tut, or I can play another game that I'm playing for review that I like could be making good progress in, as opposed to this. You know what I mean? Oh, I do want to come back to this because I do like playing Pokemon, and I'll eventually, hopefully, put a good chunk of time into this game and maybe enjoy it. I don't know. Anyway, Casey says another game you'll give a 7 out of 10. Chat, I'm queuing up this raid to the one and only Dan Reichert. Hope you guys have a good weekend. We'll see if I'm back later during this weekend to stream some more, but you'll have to tune in. If I do, it'll probably be on Sunday. Maybe I'll play more Pokemon on Sunday. We'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Until next time, it's been a pleasure. Peace out. Have a good night.